Hey everyone, I'm going to go over my thoughts on the Bitcoin ETF because, well, it's the most popular thing going on right now, especially the last 24 hours. So Bitcoin up pretty much to where it was with the remember the leaked tweet, 48,000 we hit. We're pretty much right there. But I want you to take a look at implied vol, and we could just add, you could add this to any chart because this is what's very important here. Let's add implied volatility. Let's go to the daily chart. And this is on the Bitcoin futures. We'll next look at the Bitcoin stocks. So you can see implied vol basically sky high, right? Look at that. But if we pull up, let's say, a Coinbase stock, which is barely up today, implied vol has been very, very high for quite some time, right? Now implied volatility around 92, and let's pull up like Mara. It's a small one. You can see, look at implied volatility. So as the stock has moved higher because the ATR, the range has expanded, implied volatility, meaning the price of the options. Well, you can see today, look at, like, for example, Mara, the implied volatility here at the open. Look at that. Look, see how it just dumped implied volatility? Why? Because there's no more fear of this ETF getting approval. The unknown is already known. It's like a stock ahead of earnings. The implied vol is high, and then post earnings, it goes down. That's what's happened. So if you look at, for example, some of these names like Amara, you can maybe say, Lance, how is the stock up 4%, right? And the options are barely even up. Some are even down here. Well, the implied volatility, look at this here in Mara, around 250%. The market makers going into today, they were expecting about a $2.90 move heading into Friday. So therefore, the stock has only moved about half of that amount, right? Only about a little over half at about $1.50 or so right now. So just something to keep an eye on if you're trading the options, especially the short dated options. Like if we go to maybe a more longer dated option like February, you can see, 13%, 8%. I think personally, these are going to be fantastic instruments in terms of trading. But I mean, look at Coinbase. The options are barely moving. Stock's up 3.5%, right? But they're going to be fantastic for trading and selling vol. So meaning selling premium. I think that is going to be a fantastic avenue that people can do, is they can go to these new ETFs that are going to have so much liquidity in the options once they get going, and you're going to just see the options trading on them. Specifically, they'll probably single out one or two tickers out of the group, and you no longer have to go to like this BITO. Yeah, you could trade it now, but it's not the most liquid. If you go out to February, 149 by 160 is not that friendly. And sadly, we've been having, if you want to trade the crypto, you've been having to trade a Coinbase or a Mara that doesn't move exactly with the price of spot Bitcoin, right? So I think it's going to be a fantastic trading instrument. It may not be directional like a lot of us probably hope and wish and like to trade. But in terms of premium selling, I think you're going to get such, like, for example, you're going to get such a juicy amount for selling options. I mean, look at Coinbase, for example. You could go out 8 days and you could sell the 180 calls for about 240. You could sell the 140 puts for 240. That's incredible, because the market makers have jacked up the price of the options so much. I think that's going to happen with the Bitcoin ETFs. And what's good with the Bitcoin ETFs is that they're ETFs, so you won't have single stock news affecting the ETFs. They'll just move with the price of the spot currency or blockchain or whatever the heck you want to call it. So that's going to be really, really fun. Think of it as a way that you can trade a stock, but you won't have that stock news, like if it gets an analyst upgrade or downgrade or earnings. That's what's good about the ETFs. And ETFs are not only great hedging instruments, but great if you do like to sell premium. I think it's going to be a fantastic opportunity for traders. Who knows? Maybe I'll even get involved in selling some premium in them because you know me, I don't mess with the cryptos all that much.